Merry Christmas, everyone. For all you fraghead lovers out there, I'm back with an episode, Christmas edition. So what we're gonna do is a top whatever of favorite Christmas fragrances. Ones that I think describe the sensation, the atmosphere, the aura, the energy that you kind of get from around this holiday season. Usually things I would describe as warm, inviting, seductive somewhat, but not completely, a little bit spicy, but sweet. So you're going to have a little bit of the spice and the nice together. And that's how I would describe Christmas scents. So I think what I'll start is with decals. Not the full bottles, the ones I haven't completely committed to. And let's start off with a bang. Let's start off with Azaro Wanted by Night. I know you can't see it, but trust me, that's what this is. This one is very sweet, nice, seductive, spicy kind of side to it. Let's spray it on my skin. Yeah, it's like an effervescent, bright kind of smell, but it's warm and kind of, it's like a very sweet smell. And then it just dries down to a nice kind of spicy, sweet smell. And it's all around really nice. Now, for one that I think is even better, that's Victor and Rolf Spice Bomb Infrared EDP. Now the EDP, it's like the EDT, but added a little bit more warmness to it, like a leather note in there. Let's spray it here. Yeah, I smell berries right away. It's like a strawberry kind of smell. Maybe cherry in there too. Like a raspberry, like a red raspberry kind of smell. But spicy, warm, sweet notes in there too. It's just really nice. Not as spicy as the EDT, but it's really smooth. It's nice and warm. Now, for my third trick, I have Dior Sauvage Eau de Parfum. This one, I'm not sure exactly what the notes are, but it's kind of bright, warm notes in there. Yeah, certain very familiar notes that we're used to smelling in designer fragrances, but it is just like very mass appealing. You can tell by the way they designed it. It's really nice overall. One of my favorite scents ever. This is Yaman Lail's Gotham Night. I temporarily forgot what I was going to say there. Gotham Nights by Yaman Lail, which is a dupe of New York Nights by Bond Number 9. And this one, my friends, is one of the most seductive, warm slash gourmand type scents. Very sweet, very luxurious smelling. And it's just one of those feelings you get like when you think of the holiday season, like us, such warmness together with family and friends, loved ones, and you think of like having a nice cooked meal, and then you have that dessert at the end. It's like a warm loaf bread, like a banana bread, really. And it's just like this little bit of spice, but very nice. And overall, delicious smell. Yeah, it's like almost like a, like when you think of banana bread, you're thinking the warmest, sweetest banana bread with the walnut smell in there. But it's not like a dry walnut. It's like a, how would you say it? Just something that's baked, like a baked kind of a smell. It's kind of weird to describe, but it's like a baked banana bread, essentially. That's what it is. And I think of like banana nut muffin bread, all that stuff. So if you like that sweet smell, I think it's like a gardenia smell or something like that. But it's quite amazing. Now, one that you wouldn't expect, Honor and Glory. This one is like straight up dessert. Speaking of dessert, this is like one of those pineapple desserts that you get where it's like creamy, juicy, sweet, and just all over really pleasant smell. You know, at first it's going to be synthetic smell, of course, but when it dries down, it's just like a nice, creamy, warm pineapple dessert treat kind of a smell. Yeah, it's really nice. Overall, really nice. And it makes me think of like baked goods on the Christmas time kind of thing. Like after you finish your meal, dessert time. Next, we have Rayhan. Could be Crimson. I forget. Either way. I think it's called Rayhan Crimson. This one is a dupe of Creed's, what, Centaurus? Something like that? I've never smelled it before. All I know is it's very heavy on cinnamon. It has a certain element to it that I'm not sure what it is. I didn't do a bunch of research before this video, but I like it. It has a very unique smell to it. Almost like a buttery, cinnamon smell, which is kind of weird, I know. But it is kind of seductive, but luxurious smelling. This one doesn't smell that synthetic. This one smells like high quality kind of cologne. It's high quality H2O, but it's a high quality cinnamon in there. Next, we have Spice and Black Vanilla by Cremo. This stuff, I'm sure you've heard of it before, is somewhat loose dupe of the original Spice Bomb. So it's like a fresh, spicy, sweet kind of smell, a very aromatic smell. Yeah, it's like a juicy vanilla cinnamon kind of combination with tobacco in there. Woo! Starting to smell like Christmas in here. But yeah, that's a very nice kind of fresh take on the Spice Bomb DNA, and it's a nice, sweet, spicy smell. Now, one of the big dogs, Assad by Lattafa. This one is very dark, very spicy, with a little bit of sweetness in there. Doesn't give much room for sweetness, but it gives plenty of room for that dark, warm notes. And you have to be careful with this one. You don't want to spray too much, because it can be overpowering. It's like a dupe of Dior Sauvage Elixir, and it doesn't smell quite the same. I kind of smell like almost a butterscotch or like a caramel kind of smell with licorice, tobacco. Yeah, this smells like a dessert in a way, but I mean, it could be a combination of everything at this point. But still, originally, when I smell it by itself, it's kind of like it makes me think of like a spicy tobacco kind of treat in a way, almost a dessert-like treat, but more spicy and warm than most common desserts. Now, 9 p.m. Elixir. This bad boy is supposed to be a dupe of one of the Lamals. I believe it's Lamal Ultramall, I believe. I don't remember. But it could be a combination of several different designer scents. But this one has a nice, spicy, sweet, inviting kind of a smell. In a way, it kind of reminds me of the Rayhan Crimson a bit, but the Crimson has more cinnamon in there. And it kind of reminds me of Azzaro's Most Wanted, but the Wanted by Night specifically, because it has that certain note in there that's kind of like a buttery kind of smell, or just like an element that you would use in desserts, you know, and in baked goods, so to speak. But that one's quite nice too. Now to Lattafa Camera, which is a dupe of Angel's Share, of course. And they put their own spin on it. You know, it's like a tobacco sweet spiciness in there. Another bright smell. It kind of reminds me of Wanted by Night by Azzaro. It's really nice too. Very sweet. Very gourmand kind of a smell. But when Lattafa was like, you know, Camera's good, but we need to top it by adding some coffee and more sweet notes. And they created Kawa. They improved it double, in my opinion. Made it even more luxurious. You could say synthetic, however you want to say it. This one's a banger. And one of the best Christmas scents of all time. I could spray it on anything. And it's such a nice aromatic smell. A room spray at Christmas time. That's exactly what this is. It's beautiful. Next, one of the warmest, seductive scents ever. Hoas Fire. This one, my friends, is like a warm, spicy, sweet plum with cherry. This is a great date night scent too. It's a unique smell, just like the Crimson is a unique smell. It's a unique smell on its own, where it's starting to smell like Calmer everywhere at this point. But this one has its own unique smell, and it's like a plummy, cherry, sweet, bright, but very warm, seductive kind of a smell. And the plum in there is really nice and juicy, and it has just the right amount of spice to bring it out in a way that's inviting and invigorating at the same time. And it's really a beautiful smell. One of my favorite smells from 25. And now, to me, the king of all Christmas smells. Debate me if you want. Go ahead, debate me. We'll see who is right, even though it's all subjective in the end. To me, this is the greatest scent ever created, which is a bold statement, I know, with all the Dior, Sauvage, and all of the Valentinos and Chanels and all that. Spice Bomb Infrared. Now, you want to talk about spicy and sweet, the spice and nice. Something that gives that spiciness and warmness, but that sweetness of Christmas time. Spice Bomb Infrared EDT is amazing. Over all these that I just sprayed on my arm, it still comes out on top. Yeah, I can smell it more than anything now. It has such a powerful smell to it. I guess you could say it is beast mode, which you don't usually find with EDTs too often. But with this one in particular, it has such a spice, like a powerful spice kick to it that you don't usually get. Maybe, possibly, because of the fact one of the main notes in it is habanero pepper. Habanero pepper, yeah, you heard that right. I don't think I've ever heard of a fragrance that has habanero pepper as one of the notes in it, but you can tell it's in there. But it also has very bright, juicy red berries in there, and it has a bunch of spicy notes in there from different peppers, and then cinnamon, of course. You smell the cinnamon. They're like, oh, it smells like big red cinnamon gum or whatever. But no, it doesn't. You can get that in there. Yeah, sure. That's one of the notes you could say, oh, yeah, it's similar to that. But it has these other sweet notes in there. It has this warmness to it. It has these berries in there. And the habanero pepper possibly helps to make people think, oh, it's like red hot spicy gum or whatever, because of that spicy note in there. But it has such sweet, projecting, beautiful smells in there. And overall, it's just in a crazy good scent. Like, I cannot find another scent that is anything close to this. To the spiciness, to the sweetness, to the warmness, to the projection that comes out from it, how it overpowers everything. Now, you mix in Spice Bomb Infrared EDP and the EDT, watch out. Better not go around any women with that one. That's instant girlfriend right there. Ridiculous. Anyway, this is my top whatever list. 15, 16, I don't know. Something like that. But I think these are just about the perfect scents that you can have at Christmas time. And all around beautiful smells everywhere. And just such inviting, invigorating, warm, but just those scents that you have that you want everlasting memories with. And you have that time when you're around the people that you love that mean everything to you. And these are all scents to me that bring that out, that have such warm kind of sensations with them, such limitless and timeless kind of scents that are unique, interesting in their own ways, but ones that you want to create memories with, just like family and friends and loved ones. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you had a Merry Christmas. And goodbye, beautiful people, for now. Until next time.